Good morning, Taconic, and welcome back to another episode of Taconic TV. Let's get right into it. Today is Monday, December 19th, and we have a great show lined up for you today.
We have 2 movie reviews, another segment on Read a Book Month, a highlight on Culinary Diner Week, and much more.
But first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's up, Taconic? We have a lot of news, so let's get right into it. But first, Shalini, how do you like the snow?
I like the snow, and winter is now in full swing.
Now let's get into the news.
The chess club started 2 weeks ago, and it happens every Thursday after school in room D202.
Progress reports also came out last Friday, and we really hope you all did good. This is halfway point in quarter 2 closes, so make sure you're trying your best.
This will be the last day of the sophomore class council selling candy grams. They are being sold for $1. December 22nd is our last day of school before winter break. We will come back on January 2nd. I am so excited for the new year. Ashlyn, what do you plan on doing over break?
Over break, I'm going to build snowmen, go sledding, and I'm going to spend Christmas with my family. What are you doing, Delaney?
I'm going to spend Christmas with my family and go sledding.
That sounds fun. Now let's talk about Spirit Week. This day is Cozy Day, tomorrow is Disney Day, Wednesday is Beach vs. Blizzard, Thursday is Ugly Sweater Day.
Let's go to the movie review.
Hello, my name is Isabella. Today we are going to be reviewing 2 new movies coming out in early 2023. The 2 new movies that are coming out are the Super Mario Bros. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Super Mario Bros. The movie is planned to be released on April 7th, 2023. It's about a plumber named Mario travels through an underground labyrinth with his brother Luigi trying to save a captured princess. So far from the trailer, it looks very interesting. I think this movie will turn out great. Next, we got the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. It is planned to be released June 2nd, 2023. Miles Morales goes on an epic adventure that transports Brooklyn's full-time friendly neighborhood. Spider-Man joins forces with Gwen Stacy and a new team to go to a new dimension with a bunch of Spider-Men and women from different dimensions. That's it for the movie review. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Last week was Diner Week in Culinary, and to highlight that, I interviewed Mr. Moon. Hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Moon, and he's here to tell us a little bit about Diner Week and Culinary Shop. So, tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. Last June, a couple of our students started to design a concept to use in the Epicurean room, and it was Diner Week. It's got like 4 different items on it that you would regularly find in a diner, and a special that people can have every day. And I think it's really interesting how the kids did the concept from start to finish, and they took care of a lot of the details. They polished up the menu a couple different times is what it took to really get ready. And they even brought in different components like, squirt bottles for the table, Coke bottles to decorate it up like a diner. Also, they got aprons, they got hats, they got glasses, so they really did a nice job with the concept.
And how did the students make the recipes for all these dishes?
Well, I think they spent a lot of time researching it and thinking about it, and I think some of it is from their experience in local restaurants that they got some of the ideas from.
And so these students over the past couple months have been making this menu all from scratch, and they put it all together?
Yeah, they did. Really pretty impressive is they did every piece of it, and then they worked as a group really to make the components happen, which yesterday wasn't really easy. We didn't have gas on our main line. We also didn't have, we had the 2-hour delay, and so they really only had 45 minutes to do prep work. We got a little bit of their prep work rolling in the morning, but all of us, all 4 instructors are really impressed on how they pulled this together.
Thank you, Mr. Moon, for telling us a little bit about Diner Week. It really shows, just the ability these students have in the culinary field.
Yeah, we're very, very impressed in what they're doing and very proud of them.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we have here, so back to the studio.
Thanks for that, Mr. Moon. In the spirit of the holidays, Maverick and Gage are reviewing a new holiday movie. Let's go to them.
Welcome back to Movie Review.
Today, we will be reviewing the movie Violent Night.
Come on. Which one of you did that? Prancer?
Violent Night is about a rich family who forgets the meaning of Christmas.
We decided that you could have one gift.
Early.
What is it?
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
I can talk to Santa?
Santa accidentally gets involved with this robbery as he was delivering some presents and gets stuck in the house.
It takes someone who truly believes in the Christmas spirit to give him the guts to take down these thieves.
Go, Santa!
This movie was amazing, and I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It was funny and had some very heartfelt moments.
Thank you for watching Movie Review.
Back to the studio.
Thanks for that. Now we have Grace with another segment on Read a Book Month.
We want to catch you reading. Next, students and staff read aloud from their latest books.
In ancient Greece on the island of Cyprus, there lived a handsome and talented sculptor named Pygmalion. He loved his work and would spend hours carving beautiful ivory statues, always at his happiest when immersed in his art. One day he chose a large, beautiful piece of ivory and worked for many long hours at it, chiseling and hammering until he finished. It was a statue of a beautiful lady so exquisitely carved that she seemed almost alive. Pygmalion once fell in love with his creation. He thought it was so beautiful and he clothed the figure, gave it jewels, and named it Galatea, which meant sleeping love.
Hi, I'm Miss Luttrell, and I'm going to be reading from The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. It's a book that we are reading in Women and Gender Studies. We yearned for the future. How did we learn it? That talent for insatiability, it was in the air. And it was still in the air, an afterthought as we tried to sleep. In the army cots that had been set up in rows, with spaces between so we could not talk. We had flannelette sheets like children's, and army-issued blankets, old ones that still said U.S. We folded our clothes neatly and laid them on the stools at the end of the beds. The lights were turned down, but not out. Aunt Sarah and Aunt Elizabeth patrolled. They had electric cattle prods slung on thongs from their leather belts.
All right. Hi, I'm Haley, and I'm reading from The Killer Angels. He rode into the dark of the woods and dismounted. He crawled upward on his belly over cool rocks out into the sunlight, and suddenly he was in the open and he could see for miles. And there was the whole vast army below him, filling the valley like a smoking river.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Colicchio. In Sports Lit, we read a lot of nonfiction. This story is an excerpt from The Game, the 30th anniversary edition by a hockey player by the name of Ken Dryden, describing the Stanley Cup and how much it means to him as a hockey player. The Stanley Cup is the most beautiful of sports trophies. It shimmers, it's big. When ancient peoples returned from the hunt, they held their prize aloft. When players today win a championship, in a timeless gesture of triumph, they throw their hands above their heads. And in sports, nothing fits better between a player's hands than the Stanley Cup. It is perfect.
Sometimes in big Hollywood movies, they'll have these crazy chase scenes where somebody jumps or gets thrown from a moving car. The person hits the ground and rolls for a bit. Then they come to a stop and pop up and dust themselves off, like it was no big deal. Whenever I see that, I think, that's rubbish. Getting thrown out of a moving car hurts way worse than that.
Hi, Taconic. I'm in the middle of reading Dear Martin, New York Times bestseller by Nick Stone. I'm on chapter 10 right now. On Friday after school, Just walks into Doc's classroom wanting to talk about it and finds he's been beat to the punch. SJ's in there crying her eyes out. As much as he wants to turn on his heel and jet, he can't seem to move. Seeing her there, even as a friend, broken the way she is, just makes Justice feel as helpless as he did the night he got arrested. Based on the way she's scowling at him, Just can't help but wonder if he's partially to blame for her tears.
Do you guys know what unique means?
You know what that means, Eliana? Unique?
It means that we're all special and we're all different. The end.
Good job. Those stories sound really good. You're never too old to listen to a story. Back to the studio.
Thanks. Now we have Would You Rather with Dion.
Hi, I'm Dion from Taconic TV, and on today's segment, we're going to be doing Would You Rather. Would you rather never be able to drink again or never be able to eat again?
I'd never be able to eat.
Why?
Because, you can put nutritional foods into drinks, but, food's kind of not as flexible.
Would you rather be rich and sad or poor and happy?
I'd rather be poor and happy.
Why?
Because I'd rather be happy 24/7 than be sad 24/7 and moping all the time.
All right. Would you rather always be hungry or always be tired?
Probably be hungry.
Why?
Because being tired is just so stressing, yes.
Okay. Would you rather relive high school or relive middle school?
High school.
Why?
Because it's better.
All right. What about you?
Probably high school.
Why?
You have more freedom.
All right. Thanks for everyone who participated in this segment. Now let's get back to the studio.
Thanks, Dion. Last week, some students from Richmond Consolidated School came here to Taconic to see the studio. Let's go to Emmett and Anthony with more on that.
Hey, Taconic. Last Monday, Richmond Consolidated School took a visit to Taconic TV to learn about the video production program.
That's right. This is our second meeting with RCS. Here are some of the good moments. If you want an upcoming event or story to be shared or covered, just email taconictv@pittsfield.net and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
That's all. Back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's all we have for you today. If you have any news you'd like us to report, please email us at taconictv@pittsfield.net.
And remember, to take responsibility, have respect, and strive for excellence. Have a great day, Taconic.